my God. Oh, I can't believe this. Woo! Close that window. Holy cow, oh, tree's gone. Tree's gone.
A powerful and fast-moving weather system swept across southern Ontario, Canada, bringing a combination of heavy rainfall, strong winds, and intense thunderstorms during the Canada Day period. The storm developed rapidly and affected a wide area within a short amount of time, disrupting daily activities in several cities. Ottawa emerged as one of the most significantly impacted locations as the system passed through the region. During the peak of the storm, early weather reports and local observations indicated that rainfall rates were very intense over a short period of time, with some areas likely receiving several tens of millimeters of rain within just a few hours. In addition to the heavy rain, the system also produced damaging wind gusts associated with severe thunderstorm conditions, with estimates in some locations reaching strong enough levels to cause tree damage and power disruptions, potentially exceeding typical storm thresholds in parts of southern Ontario.
It's buried in there, Shell. Look. Oh, I see it. Oh my God. Oh, it's because it's coming out of here. Look. Holy fuck. So it's 5 o'clock. I guess the snowbirds aren't gonna fly by.
The storm produced heavy downpours that quickly overwhelmed drainage systems in urban areas. In many parts of Ottawa, rainfall intensity was strong enough to cause water to accumulate on major roads, intersections, and low-lying neighborhoods. As a result, several streets experienced temporary flooding, making travel difficult and slowing down traffic across the city. In some locations, vehicles were seen carefully moving through partially submerged roads as water levels rose within a short period. Certain areas became temporarily difficult to access, especially where drainage capacity was limited. Residents reported that conditions changed quickly, with rainfall intensity increasing in a relatively short time frame.
Jesus.
Go. Like, I don't. Like, what do you want to do? All this stalled out? It's under. Yeah, hey, bud?
Alongside the flooding, the storm also brought strong wind gusts that added to the overall severity of the situation. These winds were powerful enough in several areas to cause trees to fall, blocking roads and affecting movement across neighborhoods. The combination of heavy rain and wind made conditions more challenging for both drivers and pedestrians. In Ottawa, reports indicated that multiple trees were knocked down during the peak of the storm. Some of them fell across roads and sidewalks, causing temporary disruptions in transportation routes. Cleanup efforts were needed in several locations as crews worked to remove debris and restore access.
That's one of our trees. Our other tree is all the way over there. And there.
The severe weather also led to power disruptions in some areas of the city. Strong winds are believed to have affected parts of the electrical infrastructure, resulting in temporary outages for certain neighborhoods. While not citywide, the outages added to the challenges faced by residents during the storm.
I'm hearing hail.
Because of the rapidly changing weather conditions, several outdoor activities and public events during the Canada Day period were impacted. Some gatherings were delayed or adjusted as safety became a priority during the peak of the storm. The situation highlighted how quickly weather conditions can shift in the region during summer months.
Damn.
Although Ottawa received significant attention due to the extent of the impact, the storm system itself covered a much wider area. It was not limited to the capital city, but rather formed part of a larger weather front moving across southern Ontario. This system brought similar conditions of heavy rain and strong winds to multiple regions.
And everything now. Jesus Christ. That is insane.
Cities such as Kingston and Belleville also experienced periods of heavy rainfall and thunderstorms as the system passed through. In these areas, the primary impacts were related to rainfall intensity and localized storm activity, which briefly affected road conditions and visibility.
Oh my God.
Video.
Further inland, areas like Peterborough and surrounding communities also reported storm-related disruptions. While the severity varied from place to place, the overall system maintained enough strength to produce widespread weather effects across the region.
Let it hit my starter, please don't let it hit my starter.
Just go slow, you'll
Holy
be fine.
fuck, this is like a river.
Just go slow, you'll be fine.
Meteorologically, the event was part of a larger unstable air mass moving through southern Ontario, creating conditions favorable for thunderstorms and heavy precipitation. The combination of moisture and atmospheric instability contributed to the development of fast-forming storm cells across multiple areas.
He's destroyed too, the neighbor.
Oh, no way.
Oh yeah. He was destroyed before I was destroyed.
As the system gradually moved away, weather conditions began to improve across southern Ontario. However, in several locations, the aftermath of the storm remained visible through fallen branches, scattered debris, and areas still dealing with cleanup operations. Local authorities and utility teams continued working to restore normal conditions, particularly in areas affected by power outages and blocked roads. Cleanup efforts focused on clearing fallen trees and ensuring that transportation routes could reopen safely.
This is the highway. Oh my God.
Even after the storm passed, the event served as a reminder of how quickly severe weather can develop in the region. Sudden thunderstorms accompanied by heavy rain and strong winds are not uncommon in summer in Ontario, making weather awareness important for residents.
On sait qu'il n'y a pas ça, il a dépensé de l'argent là-dessus.
Daddy, why did it fall?
Overall, the system brought a combination of flooding, wind damage, and temporary disruptions across southern Ontario, with Ottawa experiencing some of the most noticeable impacts. The event highlighted the scale and intensity that a single storm system can reach when it moves across a large and populated region.
You should see it literally just happened.
Weather experts noted that systems like this are typically driven by strong atmospheric instability during the summer season in Canada. When warm, humid air collides with cooler air masses, it can quickly trigger the development of thunderstorms, capable of producing both heavy rainfall and damaging wind gusts. This combination is what often leads to simultaneous flooding and wind-related damage in a short period of time. As recovery efforts continue in the affected regions, attention is now shifting toward monitoring future weather conditions. Authorities encourage residents to remain alert, as summer weather in southern Ontario can remain unpredictable, with the potential for additional thunderstorms in the coming days. Even as conditions improve, the recent storm served as a reminder of how quickly severe weather can impact both urban and surrounding areas.
See the window.
Boom.